Hello and most welcome to our Alexander Technique 7. We will today look at the morning greeting Surya Namaskar together with my colleague Kalle Lundahl. And what we will do today is the initial pose, see if we can, so to speak, get the working order. If you stand shoulder widths with your feet, and let's see here. This is the nape of your neck. We did previously constructive rest, and I recommend that you start your yoga practice with at least 5 minutes on the floor in the so-called dart procedure. And this is the nape of the neck. This is the end of your head, so to speak. The skull goes this way, and under here you have the joint where the whole weight of the skull rests. I think that's a good word. It rests on the first cervical. And what I'm trying to do now is to see if I can get this to be loose. As I said last time, it's looking much better already. Goes to show that for every time you do this, you get a more healthy angle. And let's see here if we can make some adjustments to. Yeah, now your head is exactly on the joint. I can feel this by the joint is moving freely now. When it was like this, it doesn't move freely. Now it does. So a better use of the joint will lessen the risk of hurting oneself. But as this is called the primary control, everything that one does will be affected. And here is one thing that I noted. You are hanging with your hip a bit. See if I can see what I can do with that. So what I see, Kalle, if you look at my way, is you're standing a bit like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a bit.
I should be more forward.
Yes, it should, but you don't have to do anything. I will help you here with the adjustments. That your head is above your hip, not in front of it. This is much better already. And think freedom up here. You can think a smile in the nape of your neck, and that is exactly behind your eyes. And the fun thing is, when I see Kalle now, I feel the same nervousness, that this doesn't feel right from the inside.
Mm.
The reason for it doesn't feel right from the inside is we are so used to carry our head a bit like this, Kalle. This is what we all do. I do it. I would say 90% of the population does it. So it's feel unnatural. But this looks much better from my point of view. Let's now look at the second joint, the hip joint here. And if you flex your knees, I recommend that you flex your knee just a little bit. Go up a bit, leave it flexed, so as you don't lock your knees. They should have the possibility for movement up and down and so forth, not absolutely fixed. Let's see if we can bend in this joint and think of widening over all this part and then lengthening. Very good color, that is excellent. This is just excellent, very good. You continue to bend, then you can flex your knees a little bit more to go with the movement. This is a very nice stop there. Very nice starting point for Surya Namaskar. And keep that head, so don't deviate from that. That freedom we want to keep. And you can go down to make the first movement. You can put your hands together, like in the great, yes, very good, yeah. You go down as you usually do. So this is just excellent. You will see your back look very different from what it did when we trained in Alexander 5. No, we didn't record that one, but when we were out in the park. Keep the freedom, and now you can take your head down to follow the movement. And you continue with taking the next step in Surya Namaskar. Slowly. And there, I will come in again. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Once more, I want to make sure that you are widened over the shoulders and that you have this length. And your head should actually be a little bit like this more. Not this.
No.
Yeah. You should be in alignment, if you understand. You should be in alignment with your back.
So I should look towards the floor, like this.
No, actually, you should be in alignment with the back. Here.
And like this.
Yes. Do you feel that you are connected to the back here?
Yes.
So this.
So like this. Yes.
Well,
Nice.
think more about the feeling here. That your back and your head goes in like one after the other. Because you cannot say that you should look into the floor, because since you're moving, the floor will move with it. So then that would be off. You can continue from that. See what happens. Continue to move your head. So it's in alignment with the back. It should be maybe go down a bit more here. Yeah. So very good. This is much better now. Widen your back and lengthen it, Kalle. Think also of the head as leading the movement. And you can continue with the next step. I will make sure here that you are in the camera. A head leading, a head directing. Now it looks good. And you can, yeah, of course you can do that extra, which is part of the exercise. And if you stay there just for a second, I'll come over and we'll have another little look-see here. Give me a second. I imagine you trained this movement for a couple of years, so you can put your knees on the floor to take the strain off a bit here. There. So you can keep the head loose even, because in this movement your head is not going to be in alignment with your back. But you can still keep it free. You keep it on the atlanto-occipital joint, being free. Lengthen your back, widen your shoulders. They should be loose this way. Yeah, much better. That is much better. Very good, Kalle. Can continue. And now stay there, stop, and try to have the head in alignment. Yeah, that's much better. And you can continue with the next movement. Lead with the head.
old habit.
It's an old habit, and your toes are wriggling. That means that there's some tension in the body. Your right hand, the fingers should be on the floor.
Like this?
Yeah, actually the palm of the...
Like this?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. I don't know what happened there.
Like this?
Yes, this is how you do it, yeah. It looks much better. Now let's... The reason I always go back to the head, because the head is the deciding factor. And I also need to take care of myself. So when I'm here, I go down to monkey. So it's not only you who are doing things, I'm trying to do things as well. I think the audience would be the judge of how successful. Think of the joint being inside here, just underneath your ears. Lengthening your back and see if you can come up a bit. Not out of your back, yeah, like this. Yeah, right, yeah. You don't have to move your head, keep it that way, yeah. Soft. Very good. Let your tongue be free. The tongue is often the tipping point in the neck tension. So whenever there is tension back here, there will be tension in front of you as well. And that actually has to do with the balance. We want to balance up the head. So whenever there is tension here, there will be a tension in the tongue. At most, usually the tongue will be up and pressing to the upper rim of the teeth. But this is much better now. So think of lengthening and widening over the shoulders, and you can continue. You can let your arms, yeah, much better. And now, stop there. We can have a bit more alignment. So just lift your head a bit, yeah, that way. And see now the difference. The head is much looser, and you're looking better. You don't have to wriggle your forehead. You can relax that one. Yeah, very nice. Good. You are broadening. Great color. It's very good. Do also lengthen if you can. And think of the lengthening going in that direction. Like from here. You should not think of a string, more that your head is directed that way. And think of the direction not coming from you. I got that from Anthony Kingsley, I think. The direction is out there. It's not situated in your private language, so to speak. Yeah, well, it's not bad actually. It's not situated in your private language from within your body. So think of the direction as something outside of yourself. Not as a string, but a principle you can trust always. It's much better here. It's much better. Please do continue. I just have to regulate the camera so that you're in the focus once more. Kalle, continue, please. Looking nice. Very good. Much better. Exactly. Stop there. Thanks, please. Should be more English. Please, please stop there. Here you have what I call overarching. Do avoid that, because that could actually put an unnecessary compression to your back. That is not to be recommended. You can raise your arms a bit more horizontal. See if you can raise your arms without moving your... Yeah, that's the problem. You see there is a separable movement of the arms that doesn't need to involve the back so much. You are now standing in a much better position. So when you move your arms in this last, move only the arms and do not overarch your back. This is the part of the back that you seem to overarch. This is much better. So I go back to the head, see if I can get that loose. See if I can get that, sorry for. Yeah, very good. There we have it. He said enthusiastically. Very good, Kalle. Think of a smile here. You need to bring some humor even into this. Not only Wittgenstein and the revelation. Well, do continue, Kalle. Looking good.
So I do what's the second time?
No, you can continue from where you are, and you can end the movement. Yeah, slow. Maybe a bit slower if you can. It will be easy for me to help you then. There. Very good, very good. And stop there. See, there is a slight compression over the shoulders. See if we can ease that up. So let's start with the head once more. It's been tightening here. See if you can let loose of the tongue as well, because I can even feel here it's taut. Well, much better, much better. Check the angle. You have a very good angle on your head. You can let your forehead relax. You don't need to tense it. Let's see if I can fix this. Open here over the shoulders. You can still hold your hands close together. Might I suggest that you even put the palms together, as in the greeting thing? See here, and you widen here. And think of your arms as not necessarily part of your back. Physically, the arms are not connected to the back. Not bone-wise, anyway. So the bone here, which makes your arm, is not connected to your back at all. It's floating freely. Once you understand that, I think Barbara Conable, she would say that you get a more ease of locomotion or motion. Think of lengthening in this direction and widening as well. Widening over here. Very good, Kalle. You can continue the movement as you were. So I just check my camera here. But you can go down and make another one.
Okay.
Think about that overarching. Think freedom not only in the neck, that smile behind your eyes, but also add to that lengthening of the back, a healthy lengthening. Once more, I'll check this freedom over the back, and you see you can slightly flex your knees, slightly. Yeah, much better, fantastic. And then we get some sort of alignment here. Yeah, very good, very good, very good. You continue from this, think lengthening here. So you get rid of this overcompression at your lumbar region. Så korsryggen ska inte vara för överspänd. You can in the end you can establish problems here in this region. Very good, looks much better. Now you can add a little bit more flexing to the knees as well. Looking good. See if you can get your head more into alignment. There it's. You feel how smooth it moves here? Keep that freedom. And the more you can keep that freedom throughout the exercise, the better it is. I'm trying to do the same thing. If you look to the right, Kalle. So I'm trying to do the same thing. I have freedom here. Be aware.
Like this.
Yeah, and it should be a sort of mental thought that there is air above you and in front of you. And think of the direction. Yeah, now you got the direction. The direction the head going that way. That thought, believe that the thought actually creates something. I know we are at the modern university and thinking is not a prioritized thing here. It's like thinking doesn't exist. Thinking does exist and it can be incredibly strong. The more you train it, the more can the thinking do. And you are changing your head as you're thinking. Widening here, very good, and lengthening in that direction. Do continue, it's looking good, Kalle. I'm just gonna lower the camera and as they say in the movies, action. Widening over the back, lengthening. Keep a smile behind your eyes. And as a first thing, you can also add to this a little drop of water going down the ridge of your nose. Good. More than welcome to go to the next movement there. Lead with the head, much better that way. Lead with your head. Freedom, 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 dear freedom. You can let your knees rest on the ground. It would be easier for me to, so to speak. Yeah. Lengthening here and widening. And please continue. Here, that direction, so your head goes that way from that position. That direction can be kept whatever position you make in the Surya Namaskar. You might want to flex the knees a little bit, yeah. Your hands are in a much better position now. Because standing on or resting on your fingers, your fingertips, they put the strain on the body. So now it's more relaxed. Of course, this is a lot to remember in one go. Yeah, think of that freedom. The most important position of all, or relationship, is between the neck and the head and the neck. If there is freedom there, it will affect all other relationships in the body. So it sort of rules everything. So always start with a little drip of water going over the ridge of your nose, a smile behind your eyes, lengthening then the back and widening it. Very good, Kalle. You can continue. So here, not forgetting a bit about your back. See if we can get your back on in the movement. So you bend more in the hip region here. Here's the hip. Yeah, that's better. Much better. So you're coming out of your hip in that direction. Going up. Freedom, freedom, dear old freedom. Very good. Fantastic. Very good, Kalle. It's looking great. Let me just adjust the camera because you're out of the camera angle. Toes could be relaxed, no need to move them. You can think of the connection between the floor and the soles of your feet. And once you're getting up more and more, continue to expand to the above. Think that there is a sky above you. There is a reason why the yogis prefer to do it outdoors. That you need to imagine a sky above you. Please do not overflex your back. This is better, yeah.
Head is a bit forward.
Yeah, I'll come up and check it. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get into it. Yeah. This movement, smooth, look to the right, yeah, there. And that specific angle that feels so weird. Expansion here, and a bit more like that, I recommend. And feel that you have the joint here. Lengthening here, over the column, expanding here, and think of the hands connected to the arms, but not the arms connected to the back. They are at free to do whatever they want. So continue from that. They're looking much better, Kalle. Marvelous. Freedom over the neck, smile behind your eyes. Yes, and relax your forehead, no need to strain it. The more relaxation you get into Surya Namaskar, the more it is beneficial for you.
Surya Namaskar.
Surya Namaskar.
Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar.
Yeah, his voice has changed
Surya
radically.
Namaskar.
Yeah, it's a stronger voice now.
Surya Namaskar.
I think you can hear that.
Surya Namaskar. Yes. Surya Namaskar.
So the voice is a good example. We will next time, if
Let's
God,
repeat Surya Namaskar next time. I think we can wait with Surya Namaskar too. Until
I say thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Kalle Lundahl. Have a very pleasant day, morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye bye for now.